Hey everyone, I am here today to do a color spotlight on the Tressallure color Walnut Brown and just a quick talk about Shayna, which is the wig that I have on my head right now. I'm going to compare this Shayna to my Shayna in Sugar Brulee to kind of give you a sense of how I've worked with Shayna over the year that I have owned her. So this Shayna is brand new. I've never worn this one. I've had her for a very long time, probably a year, and I just haven't ever pulled her out of the box. So I thought now's the time to get a color spotlight out there. So Walnut Brown is a beautiful, beautiful Tressallure brunette that has some great sort of auburnish highlights. Let me get in here. I have a lot of light on me, you guys. I have 2 box lights and a ring light. So this may look shiny. She's really not shiny. This color is so great. It's highlighted, but slightly, ever so slight auburn, little tiny auburn highlights in here. Nothing extreme. It just, and then there's just no rooting or anything because she's pretty dark. It just really brightens up this beautiful color. And so it's this chocolate, warm, just beautiful, beautiful brunette. If you don't like any red tones at all, this one has slight red tones. Not heavy though. So if you don't like heavy red, but you can do just a little bit of warm red, I think that you would be okay with Walnut Brown. It's so pretty and very subtle. So let me let you see this one from all sides. Shayna has really cute curls too. I'm going to back up here and let you see this. Maybe you can see the color a little bit more back here. Hopefully that stayed in good focus. I don't want to kick my tripod leg. I have my camera on this tripod and I didn't situate it right and the leg's sticking out toward me. I don't want to kick it. So let me talk a little bit about Shayna then, because I've shown you the color. I'll get outside with this color so you can see it outside. I've had Shayna for a very long time. I first got my first Shayna probably about a year ago. I remember wearing her last summer. I have her in Sugar Brulee, and that's the one I'm going to compare this one to. Here's my Sugar Brulee Shayna. And this one was really light for me last summer, and I loved it though. I also have Shayna in a red color, and I'm forgetting it now. I'll do a color spotlight on that one as well, and I've worn that one a few times. I just haven't ever gotten around to wearing this one. Shayna is not a wig that I can personally wear straight out of the box. I find Shayna to be very heavy on the hair up in front here. I don't know if it comes across on video very well, but she's very heavy. She's got this swoopy bang, and she's really, really heavy on the hair. I think actually that Shayna is a shorter version of Tressallure Mia. So I had Mia, I have a video on Mia. I think I have 2 videos on Mia because I tried to modify Mia a little bit. I took some hot air to her and I tried to work with her, but just the amount of volume that Shayna has, Mia had. She has tons of permatease all up in here, tons and tons of permatease. And between that and then heavy kind of hair density and all these curls being much longer on Mia, she just overwhelmed me. And so I would say in that case, Shayna is much more manageable because of the length. This to me is one of the perfect hair lengths. It's the length that I'm most comfortable in. I love these sort of chin and a little bit below chin length bobs. I love that she has these layers, which makes these curls so, so pretty. I just really find her to have a lot of hair up here. She does have a lace front. I'll show you the lace front. It's really a good lace front, especially for how dark this hair is. And then she does have a mono part as well. I'm not going to spend too much time because I already did review this one with my other Shayna, but I will tell you that if you don't like permatease, you do not want Shayna. I mean, the permatease is here, here, here. It's actually everywhere. It's in the back. I can feel pillowy permatease on this whole wig, everywhere. For some reason, Sweet Talk by Gabor wouldn't work for me. but this one kind of does. I wish so much that I would have thought of that when I did my review of Sweet Talk, so I could have compared the two of these. There was just something about the curls on Sweet Talk. I like the curls on Shayna better. So let me show you this other Shayna on. What I have done with this Shayna, first of all, I've worn this Shayna probably 10 to 15 times. I think she just got her first wash not that long ago. I'd have to look at my spreadsheet to remind myself. So she is worn, and so keep that in mind. But what I did was I took some steam and I steamed the bang up a little bit. I would need to do that on this Shayna, I think. It doesn't lay too bad. I would just prefer just a little bit more lift right in here. I also took a thinning shears to this Shayna right around this area, just thinned out just kind of what hangs really heavy in the face right around that area. So let's do this switch here. It just lightened her up a little bit in the front. The steam gave her a little bit of lift, and it just works so much better for me. Can you see that difference? I mean, granted, this one's been worn a little bit, so she's, the curls relaxed just a little bit, and the permatease has relaxed a little bit on this one as well. But just with that lift there, and then just a little bit of thinning, and look at how less swoopy this is. This is just an example for all of you about why you want to get really comfortable working with wigs. It does take time. It's not something you're going to be able to do from the very beginning, and that's okay. But I do think it's a worthy goal to try to get there, because you will get wigs that you love, but there are things that you don't like about them, and they might be deal breakers if you don't know how to work with them. I think this Shayna would have been a deal breaker for me had I not gotten just brave to try something. And so when I thinned her, this was maybe one of the first wigs I successfully thinned. I tried to thin a couple of wigs in the past that didn't go so well. I over thinned them. This one turned out great. So I'll show you this one. I don't actually know what the back's looking like right now. I pulled her out of the box and kind of tousled her up, and that's all I did. I will say I do store my wigs in the box most of the time. If you get them styled the way you want them, and you take all the packing out of the box and just lay the wig gently in the box, I generally don't have trouble with box hair anymore with them. And so then I can pull out, shake out a little bit, maybe put a little water in, but I can pretty much wear them right away then. So just a tip. I am going to show you guys a video where I am taking some thinning shears to my Soft and Subtle by Gabor, just a little bit in the front, just to show you how that can make such a difference, and it really doesn't take much. So I just really wanted you to have a chance to see this walnut brown, but then to be able to see how I have been able to make Shayna work for me. So let me go back to this one. And by the way, these caps they fit a little big on me. So you see how much heavier she is, and how this just hangs down. It doesn't hang in my eyes, but I prefer that lifted look. So taking some steam like I did to this one would really give her more of the look that I'm looking for. So the cap, I don't have a ton of room up here, so it fits me really well that way, but I can tighten it a little bit. So my circumference is 22 inches. If you're a little bit bigger than I am, I think you're going to be okay. This has stretch, and I can tighten it. The coverage is very, very good. The ear tabs come low, and there's tons of hair sewn into the ear tabs. So the coverage is excellent. Shayna is tuckable. The problem with tucking Shayna, though, is she has so much permatease that can inhibit styling and tucking. So, it might take a little bit of effort to get her tucked, but once you do, it's fine. The other thing that I like to do sometimes with wigs like this that have all of this volume and curl is I do like to just take a clip and just stick a clip in and clip them up. She does have a mono part, so good thing about that is you can take it and you can actually clip through wefting on the side if you want to, and that just anchors that clip a little bit. So that's something I really like to do as well. And if I didn't have time to work on the steaming, I could just do that, and that would work well as well. So any questions for me, let me know, but I really just wanted to get this out there. I do think I'm going to consider selling the Shayna. Excuse me. I breathe wrong, only because I have so many wigs and I can't wear them all. And so I am going through my wigs to try to decide which ones I'm going to keep and which ones I'm going to sell. And if I have similar styles and I have one like this one that's never been worn, I may decide to sell it. So I don't know. If you're interested, let me know. Otherwise, stay tuned to my blog where I will post the wigs I have for sale. I just love, goodness, I just love this so much. But she will take some work. All right, guys, stick around for the outside look. And let me know what you think of Shayna. Hey everyone, so here is Walnut Brown outside. Tressallure Walnut Brown on Shayna. Such a pretty, rich, dark brown color with a little bit of reddish sort of highlighting, but not really. I mean, it's definitely not super highlighted, but it's a little dynamic. I would say it's just very rich and very warm. I get asked often if brunettes have red tones in them. This one has some. It is not overly red. Very warm, very rich, very just beautiful brunette. Not boring whatsoever. Hoping that this is helpful and gives you a really good look at this very pretty color. Thanks for watching.